Well, I'm not that far removed from a long plane trip, and to be honest, I'm not that far away from my next long plane trip. And one of the things I enjoy about these long trips is a solitude, and I get to spend a little bit of time in my thoughts and kind of just sitting. And on this last trip, I was thinking about something that's important to me, I think, in my work in solution focused brief therapy, and in fact, solution focused brief therapy as a whole. During this last trip, I was in South Africa, and I met with some amazing clinicians. I met with some amazing professionals, and was able to talk with them, consult with them, teach them, demonstrate for them the way that solution-focused brief therapy works. And some of them had been trained in other approaches, and watching them kind of shift in a shorter period of time towards solution-focused therapy and have it resonate with them, it kind of got me to thinking. And I guess the thing it makes me think is like, what is in your core as it relates to how people change? Because I think that's the essence of what this work is about. And I think you have to have an answer to that question and able to really understand and stick to and delicately, effectively, and confidently use solution-focused brief therapy. So for example, if a client comes to you and let's say they've had a difficult time, say it's someone who has experienced a loss, I want you to really think, like, what are your beliefs in your core about the way people change? Because one of the things that I believe in my core is autonomy. I believe that people are strong. I believe in the power of hope. I believe in those things much more than I believe in my own assessment skills, diagnostic skills, treatment skills, more than I believe in my ability to give advice. So if someone comes to me and they've had the loss of a child, or they're experiencing anxiety or profound depression or all those things, my core belief is to believe in that person. That person has autonomy, they have strength, they have resiliency, they have skills. So I have to do something in the session that honors that belief and elicits that strength and that value in those cores to play a role in the client's life. So that guides me, instead of giving advice, instead of teaching, instead of trying to have the client accomplish insight or those sorts of things. It makes me want to tap into the client's natural strength, into their natural resiliency, into their hopes. It makes me ask them questions, because I'm going to ask questions like, what are your best hopes from our talking? The person might say, I want to be happy. What would you notice you woke up happy? And then they start sorting out their own problem. Now, that might be hard for some people who don't believe in solution-focused brief therapy or are new to solution-focused brief therapy to understand. But let me tell you a quick story. Let me tell you a quick story about the power of this. And even now, I've been practicing this way for almost 15 years. And even now, I sometimes sit with clients and I'm just blown away. Like, I saw a client recently. This was a mother. She had a 10-year-old daughter, and the 10-year-old daughter passed away. She comes to therapy because she is grieving so badly. She comes into the office, and I don't know if you guys have been in that situation, but like, you can just see pain and suffering on her face. She sits down in my office, and the first thing I ask her is, what are your best hopes from our talking? Because I want to know, like, what outcome are you seeking from therapy? By the way, that's really the important thing of solution-focused brief therapy. It's not about the solution, it's about the outcome the person is seeking when they come to therapy. And I asked this woman what outcome she was seeking by saying, what are your best hopes from our talking? Might seem like a weird question to ask someone, but it fits with my core beliefs. What she's there for is change. So I have to ask her, what changes are you hoping for? And she says she wants to be able to grieve for the loss of her daughter. And she wants to be able to grieve for the loss of her daughter in a way that doesn't hurt her, she said. I asked her if she would introduce me to her daughter, and she smiled and told me about the vibrancy and the life and the smile of this young daughter. So suppose you woke up one day and you were grieving in a way that was right for you, what would you notice? And she said, I would be honoring her memory, I would be smiling, and I'd be living the type of life that my daughter would be happy to see me live. What would you notice about yourself? And she starts to describe a world where she is both grieving, but doing it in a way that was right for her. At the end of the session, and this is the point I want you to hear. At the end of the session, she looked at me and she said, can I give you a hug? I said, sure. And she gave me a hug. And then she said, I just want to thank you because I didn't know that I was still capable of smiling. Thank you for reminding me I could still smile. And it's moments like that where I'm just like, oh my gosh, it just blows me away. And I tell you that story because I want you to really understand that this is an approach that's about change. This is an approach that's about your client's abilities, not yours as the professional. It's not about my ability to diagnose or treat or assess. It's about the client's ability to tap into who they really are, into their strengths. And you have to really bring that into your core as the professional if you're going to be effective with this approach. So this video, I want you to really think about that a bit. Like, what is in my core on how I believe people change? Because that's what's going to guide you when you're using solution-focused brief therapy. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I love sharing with you. As usual, I look forward to reading your comments below. Thank you so very much, and I'll see you in the next video.